This is a test. Bada beam, bada.
Test.
Is that like a good volume?
Yeah. That's a good volume.
All right, cool. I started recording.
Oh. Okay.
Hey guys.
Sorry, I got a message. So I was like,
you know what I kind of want to do, like moving forward.
yeah.
I want to first of all welcome back to On My Mind, the podcast. This is episode 38, final episode of 2023. Wait, 2022. before we get into 2023
already.
Oh my gosh,
Time flew by.
I'm like a whole year ahead of y'all. Last week we had Mario on as a guest for a marathon episode. Holy moly, we did like an interview. We talked about video games and stuff. It was a pretty fun episode. I tried something new and it ended up working out, so I'll try it again for this episode and we'll see how that goes. As for what that is, I'll let the audience figure out.
You guys are smart.
Just if you notice anything a little bit different about this episode, you know, if you haven't been here in a while, then yeah. Anyway, what was I saying before the intro? I totally forgot.
I forgot too, bro. Like,
welcome to pod. Check the footage.
Yeah.
I'm Michael. This is my co-host Miguel.
Hello.
And we are On My Mind, the podcast, live from Brunswick, Maine.
Such a like niche, you know, because like people are like live from New York is Saturday or whatever. It's like live from
Brunswick, Maine.
I
mean, back
like,
then the show was live from Santa Ana, which is also very niche. So it's like, it's like if you didn't know where that is, well,
yeah.
I mean,
shout out to all townies and Bruns who live in Bruns.
Damn, today we got a chill episode. The energy is not gonna. Oh, last week we had Mario.
Yeah,
that was what I was saying. Yeah, last week we had Mario. Wait, I feel like I was saying something.
No, you were saying that we had Mario and that we tried something different, and then the audience was gonna figure it out. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I captured.
Yeah, well, we're experienced podcasters.
Yeah, we know a lot about podcasting, as you can tell. So
yeah, if you haven't clicked off the video by now, thank you. But also that's quite impressive, because if I was the audience listening to this, I'd be like, what am I here for? Like, what am I doing with my life?
What am I getting from listening to this podcast?
Well, today, that's a great question. So this episode, we're going to be going over some predictions that we have, as well as addressing some, I don't know, just like general controversies that have kind of happened the past couple of weeks. And then we'll call it a year.
Yeah, call it a year.
2023 is coming up. We are officially done with classes here at Bowdoin.
And do we have a sound for that? No.
Should we have the?
We need like we need like one that celebrates.
I will add that next year. This year, I mean, there wouldn't really be much. Oh, hello. My chair just went all the way down. Fuck it, we ball.
We ball? Okay. We ball.
We're in
this is a low rider episode.
The low gang.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't that what Logan Paul called his audience?
Low gang?
The low gang?
Yeah.
Shit. we're not that then.
I forgot. You know that song?
All my friends know the low rider. Yeah. The George Lopez intro.
Yeah.
I have not seen that show in a while.
I know.
What is he still like doing stand up? I have no idea what he's doing.
Don't know. Where is he at?
What is George Lopez up to?
What is George? Yeah. Okay. We're starting off with that. What is
George Lopez up to?
That show is so old.
It is old, bro. I remember watching it on like Nick at Night or whatever.
Yeah, like that.
Way back in the day.
Yeah, once the regular programming was done.
It's like, all right, time for the adults at 6.
Yeah. Lopez. I think he has a show.
Really? Like that's ongoing right now?
Maybe. That's what it showed up.
Interesting.
Lopez versus Lopez 2022.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's a show that he's on.
Sick. Well, shout out to George Lopez.
Yeah, shout out to George.
Has he done anything controversial? I don't know. We should. I mean, if he's making a show, probably not.
Oh, there's nothing about him being controversial on Wikipedia, so that's a good sign.
He doesn't have a controversy section.
Controversy section. Yeah. Damn. Wait. No, wait.
Oh.
Apparently he has beef with someone.
Damn. I mean, that's not really that bad though. It's like
it's like typical celebrity stuff.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Anyways, this episode we're gonna have some predictions. And we're gonna start with the World Cup. Now, I feel like it's kind of very late to start the predictions, considering there's only like 4 teams left.
Well, it's the thought that counts.
Listen, our schedule our schedule got kind of put on. I don't know. I just personally, I wasn't really keeping up with the World Cup anyway. And then especially since Mexico didn't make it out of the round, the group round, it was kind of like, all right, yeah.
I mean, in terms of predictions, my mind says that Argentina's gonna win.
Who are the teams that are left?
Argentina, Croatia, France, and Morocco.
Morocco.
I want Morocco to win though, because let's face it, we're kind of tired of seeing the same like 5 teams over and over again going into the semifinals. And Morocco is the underdog, to be honest. I feel like in this situation, because
an interesting stat is that they haven't allowed a goal throughout the entire World Cup.
Exactly. Can you think, imagine if they won? That would be crazy.
Their defense must be wild, bro.
Yeah, no, their goalkeeper is pretty good. The shootout penalty with what was it? It was Spain versus Morocco. That was a big game, and they went to penalties and they didn't make a single penalty. Spain did not make a single penalty. So it's like,
did Spain miss them, or was the goalie
there was 2 blocks, and I think one was it hit the pole.
Oh,
so
it's unfortunate.
But yeah, like 2 blocks, 2 penalty blocks. That's insane.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
So it's he's goated. But yeah, I want to say, I mean, between France and Croatia, I think that it's obvious that Croatia's probably not going to make it, just because Argentina is a big powerhouse. Yeah. And in terms of I haven't really seen Croatia play, so I can't really go into details, but just from the vibes, I think that Argentina has a clear advantage with the game. So yeah, those are my predictions. I feel like,
yeah, just because it's not really a prediction. It's more of a screw it. I'm gonna say Morocco's gonna take it all, bro. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling. The worst that could be is wrong, and everyone's gonna forget about this moment. But if I'm right,
yeah. I
mean, I feel like it would have more weight if we said this a month ago or whenever the World Cup started.
No, yeah,
but I don't think anyone was saying Morocco is making it to as far as they have.
It's just crazy. It really is crazy, and I think they're the first African team to actually make it to semifinals. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't.
No,
take my word for that, but I think I heard. Yeah. So it's it's just, it's new, and it's also crazy. There was a lot of unexpected stuff this World Cup, Brazil getting eliminated.
Yeah.
Spain and Germany, most of the heavy hitters were basically gone by the quarterfinals.
And all that's left is France and Argentina.
Yeah, France and Argentina are the only ones that are left. I guess Croatia would probably count as a intermediate team, because they are pretty good. Not obviously as good as Argentina. I mean, I guess that could be subjective, but I guess historically speaking, Argentina has been more of a better team than Croatia. So
right.
But yeah, no, it's just a lot of surprises, a lot of just I'm actually when I was seeing the actual penalty shootout between Morocco and Spain, like it was just crazy. Because I was like, they're done. They're done.
It's over.
It's over. But then, lo and behold, you know, they made it through, and I was like, damn.
Do we know the goalkeeper's name?
I don't know, actually, but he is goated. So hopefully he pulls through, and the rest of the team to the finals, and then they win.
I mean, it's interesting because it's like with soccer. I don't really watch soccer, so it's just like I'm taking a look at this article here, and it's like Morocco's formula is just like defensive grit, and not so much on like the offensive side, and so like prioritizing defense to like slow down the other teams compared to like scoring a crap ton of goals and, you know, like trying to win on that end is like an interesting strategy that I've never really like thought about for soccer. Mm-hmm. Like for soccer, it's always been like just score a bunch of goals, and like usually like the famous players are like strikers.
Yeah.
And not necessarily like
a right back.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, just like the two like most popular football players right now. Football. Yeah. Hello, football.
It's actually soccer.
It's soccer. We're American.
Yeah. Football in it. From my
well, I mean, it's like it's Messi and Ronaldo.
Yeah.
So it's just like they're both forwards, I believe. And it's just like, I'm sure there's probably people who watch like soccer regularly and they're like, well, actually, Michael, you have all these great defensive players in soccer history.
Well, I guess for like the public mind,
right? Like for people like me who don't
really watch soccer, we can't really name a good defender. But like, you know, you have Ronaldo and Messi, and like everyone knows who they are. It's like, oh, no, yeah. And so it's like
the LeBron James of the world.
It's like, oh, you watch basketball? Me too. My favorite player is Michael Jordan. It's like, you know,
yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I'm interested to see what happens. Yeah, like I'm not really like hardcore rooting for anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know there are some diehard like people who want Argentina to win, but we'll see.
Yeah, and I guess Morocco, like the further they get, like then the more pressure they kind of face.
No, yeah.
Because now it's like, all right, show us what you got. You made it this far. Yeah. It's like,
hey, but even then, like, you know, they won the hearts of many people, I think. I mean, because it's just, you know, they never really gone that far. So even if, you know, they end up losing, I feel like it's a good effort.
Yeah.
Like it reflects well on the team. And, you know, like they have 4 years to make it up for it, you know, like
definitely
who knows?
Might like attract some like general managers and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, hey, I want to sign that player to my team, even though they're not like in Morocco necessarily.
No. Yeah. So it's like, it's good for, you know, the players and for the team to just be able to go through that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's...
Reminds me of, have you ever seen Moneyball?
I want to say I have, but I don't think so.
It's like that baseball movie where it's like they are rebuilding the team after trading away their best player. It's like based on a true story. And like the main person behind that is like he finds some random like sports analyst who like is really into like the advanced stats and things like that. And then the main stat that they focused on was like on base percentage or something like that, which is like the chance of you getting on base. And they built the team not like for high batting averages and for good defense or whatever, but for like high on base percentage. Yeah. Where like the goal is, even if you're not the best player, you're cheap and you can get on base. Yeah. And then they like, that's how they rebuilt their team. And they didn't end up winning. Spoiler alert. Like the whole championship. But I mean, this is like something you could look up. You know, it's just like this actually happened. But they made an incredible run where they won, they were on like one of the greatest winning streaks of like baseball. of
What
like
I don't
know the
was it in
Oakland Athletics.
Oh, damn.
Let me check. Oakland Athletics. Yeah, but like it was it was in 2002 and they broke the league record for getting 20 wins in a row.
So they were 20-0.
Well, it wasn't like it was like in the middle of the season or something.
But what was their final like stat in terms of wins losses?
I have no idea.
Could you imagine like 20 wins in a row and then they just lose?
2002 Oakland season, they ended up they actually were no way. Yeah. So they actually were the first in their division, and they ended up having 103 wins and 59 losses.
Still a lot.
That's like amazing.
Yeah.
That's like holy shit. Because there's like 162 games in a season, which sounds like a lot. Yeah. And it is, but like
spread out throughout the year.
Yeah, I think the season starts in April and ends in October. Yeah. Like October is like playoffs. But they like the interesting thing about them is the fact that they didn't have like superstar players, and they had traded away like one of their superstar players who like, you know, grand slam home run hitter kind of guy.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's interesting because like there's this whole debate whether or not, like there's this whole idea of creating a team centered around a couple of players or one player, or like, you know, creating a team that doesn't require that. You know what I mean? Because like for like
creating a team versus supporting a player.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know, it's a whole like not debate, but you know what I mean? Like people approach it like differently.
A discussion.
Yeah, it's a discussion. People approach it differently, like managers or whatever. And I think that, you know, Morocco's obviously doing the team avenue, and then Argentina I think is just more like player oriented.
Like we have Messi.
So it's like, yeah. But then that's interesting. And I haven't really seen Morocco play either. Because I know Argentina, they're like really aggressive in terms of like, you know, plays.
Like they're going to try to get a lot of shots.
Yeah, they're always on the offense, or they always want to be on the offense. You know, they always like want to have any opportunity possible. And like in terms of like what you've been saying about Morocco, how they've been playing more defensively, then I think that, you know, there's obviously going to be like conflict there. Because, you know, they're basically complements of each other. Since Argentina's going to be so aggressive and then Morocco's going to be more on the defensive side, then, you know, it's kind of like they're pushing each other against each other more.
The tension's going to be interesting to watch.
So we'll see. But yeah. Good stuff from the World Cup.
Yeah, apparently I've been missing out. Like every time people ask me, like, have you been keeping up with the World Cup? And I'm like, no. I'm sorry. Yeah. I have homework and stuff.
I know. It's just such bad timing.
It's also because like I'm in class when the games are happening.
Me too. Sometimes I'm in class when the games are happening. But yeah, no, it's bad timing for us because, you know, we're finishing up with finals and we are so busy like right now, and we don't have the time to like, you know, I guess some people do, but we don't have, like, we can't just like stop working and then watch the game.
Yeah. My math professor was like so I have class at 3 and then I think the games have been starting at like 10 and 2 Eastern time. And like it was approaching halftime, and when I walked into class like a couple minutes before, he was like, he had it on the projector and he was watching the game.
Right, should have been like, let's just watch the game for class. Like, why not? You know?
Yeah, I mean, no, we had stuff to get through, but it was just interesting because he's like super invested, and every now and then he'd like ask the students like, what's the score? And then, you know, people were ready, like 5 people would answer like at the same time. It's just funny. It's like he doesn't care. Like he's like one of the most chill professors I've like ever had.
Who is it? Who's your name?
Pietrajo in the math department.
Never heard of him.
It's not that like he doesn't care that about his student. It's more that like he's just very
laid
chill.
back.
Yeah,
yes,
very
he
chill.
isn't like too much of a stickler. No, yeah,
like,
that makes
put
sense.
your phones away.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole defense offense thing is just, or there's a lot to unpack in what you were talking about with like building around a star, and then like being offensive minded or defensive minded. Just kind of like thinking about the NBA and basketball. It's just like I think the Lakers right now, they're like the talk of the NBA, which is they're always going to be, whether they're doing good or they're not. Like if they're doing good, it's focus, like in praise, and then if they're doing bad, it's like, look, they have LeBron James and like they're still losing kind of thing. But no matter what, the people are always going to be talking about the LeBron and the Lakers. And it's just like, I don't know. Welcome to On My Mind, the podcast, your number one sports podcast, apparently. I don't really keep up with soccer or any other sport, but I'm like pretty invested in the NBA right now. And like I'll be watching, like I watch, one of my new favorite podcasts is Through the Wire. I don't know if you're familiar with House of Highlights.
I've seen their Instagram. They're interesting because like half of their posts aren't even about sports.
It's like, just like cool stuff.
It's like, okay, where's the sports content?
This podcast is all about the NBA.
Okay, that's good.
and it's just like, I say it's all about the NBA, but it's also like for YouTubers kind of just like having fun. And they're all just kind of like if they record like an hour and a half episode, an hour of the episode is basketball talk, and then the other half hour is just like what we do. It's just random, like a podcast.
Yeah, random stuff.
Anyway, I definitely check them out if you're interested in sports or specifically like basketball. But I also have 2K, and like I just play every now and then. I really fell off back when the semester started. I was like all in, and then Pokemon came out, and I'm like, I know where my heart lies, and my money.
Right.
But yeah, it's anyway. So basketball has been really interesting, just because like it's very hard. So this still is somewhat related to the predictions, but it's like really hard to predict who's like gonna win it all. And I mean, we're still pretty early on in the season. Like we're about a quarter of the way done, a little bit more than that. There's 80 something games. I feel like 86, I think, is the number that first came to my head. There's 86 games. Definitely. Wait, there's 82 games. There's 82 games.
Thought about that.
There's 82 games, I believe. 82 or 86, one of those numbers. My credibility is just out the window.
Leave a comment down below letting us know how many games there are.
There's 86 games, and so far most teams have played through like 25, 26, 27. So we're like a little bit more than halfway. Okay. And by the way, my team that I go for, the LA Clippers, not the Lakers. I want to emphasize that, not the Lakers. The Clippers have been. They're like, so before the season started, everyone was talking about how we're gonna get our superstar back, Kawhi Leonard, who missed all of last season because he tore his ACL and was like, he went through surgery, had to recover from it, and like just couldn't play basketball. And he injured it like during the playoffs last year, or not last year, but like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Or like 2 seasons ago.
Oh.
It's kind of weird because like they do the season from like October to like May or June. Anyway, so then he like, the Clippers were doing so well too. And like, then they lost Kawhi, and then they still did very well. They made it to the conference finals. And then they ended up losing to the Suns, who ended up losing to the Bucks.
To the Bucks, yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah, that was the GCS. This is when my heart was broken, bro. Not because of the Suns losing, but because like we had a chance.
Clippers.
Like it was a very bad sign for the Suns when the Clippers without Kawhi, who's like their best player, ended up going to like 6 games or something. Like it was a fun like playoff run because they would lose 2 games and then they would sweep. So it was like I think there's a lot of praise around like the coach's adjustments. Like his adjustment game is crazy and like he trusts his bench and things like that. And he's known for like working very well with what he has to get wins. And so he's also kind of been like, or like just in general, the Clippers staff has been kind of like in question because of like some of the decisions they're doing where Kawhi is back. But he's not really playing. Homie, like he'll come, he'll play a game. He'll play like 1 or 2 games and then he'll be like, all right, I'm going to take a month vacation. It's like, what are we doing here? So before the season started, everyone was like, Clippers are winning the championship. Like they're the most complete, they're the most deep team in basketball right now. And it's like they're the favorites to win at least the West. Like they were looking to be the strongest team in the West. And that was true for like, I don't know. Never really.
Never.
Like this season, just for reference, the Clippers are 10th in the West out of 15. And in order to make the playoffs, you have to be top 6 for a guaranteed spot in the playoffs and top 10 for like a chance at the playoffs. Because they do like a little play-in tournament where it's like the 7, 8, 9, and 10th seed of like the conference does a little play-in tournament where the 7th and 10th seed play against each other and the 8th and the 9th, and then whoever wins goes into the playoffs. Oh. So like if you're the 7th or 8th seed, like a couple years ago, this play-in tournament's relatively new. Like a couple years ago, you were good if you made it to the 8th seed, but then they made this, and so we've had a couple upsets, including last year where the Clippers, I believe, were like the 8th or something seed, like 7th or 8th seed, and they ended up losing. So then they didn't even like, it was a bro moment. Yeah. It was a bro moment. But it's okay. It's like okay. Like the talk then was like, it's okay because we don't have our top player, right? And then our second best player, who's also like a superstar, or not as much of a superstar, but definitely like really good. And he like was missing for half the season because he got an injury. And so now it's like, now we come back this year and we have everyone. So it's like sick. And we added a point guard to our roster, which our team was pretty lacking in the point guard play. And then it like, we fulfilled that a little bit. And then it was just like I don't know. So far in the season, it's kind of been a disappointment because we were expecting the Clippers to be like number 1, you know, and like to be dominating the thing. But the thing is like, it's very hard to predict because, all right, right now, we have the New Orleans Pelicans who are number 1 in the West. Number 2 is the Memphis Grizzlies. And so both of them have like really young superstars, with New Orleans having Zion Williamson. I don't know if you've heard of him. And then John Morant for the Memphis Grizzlies, who's like, people like to like... People like to hate on him because he's not really like a basketball player. He can just like jump high, and it's like he's just like you know, he's fast and he can jump. Yeah. Like I think there's an interview where he's all like, "Dude, the rim's too low," or yeah, something like that. And it's like 10 feet tall.
How tall is he? Is he?
Well, he's like 6'2" or something. Oh. But he could just jump high and like he's jump. Okay. He's like known for his flashy dunks. Okay. And like just some of his like wild plays. But anyway, like the top 5, only 2 of those teams you might expect to like be up there. And it's just like the Utah Jazz, they traded away their 2 best players and then they ended up dominating the West for like the first part of the season, and right now they're the 6th seed, so they're still doing all right, but they like set up the team because like with the way the NBA draft works is like the teams that are at the bottom of like the conference have like the higher chance of getting the number 1 and like the top 5 picks. So it's like their team was built to lose, and then they came out and they had like the best record in the Western Conference, and it was because they had no superstar, but they played like a team,
yeah.
And it was like the Morocco of the NBA.
That's crazy.
And it was just like that was the whole story. Now they've kind of fallen off a little bit. There's like some theories, or like, you know, just people are kind of saying, well, it's like, okay, I think the coach like was like, all right, you guys have had your fun. Now we're gonna start playing to lose again, which sucks for the players, right? Because it's like, damn, it's like, you know, if you're winning, like why not keep going? But yeah, like there was a game where like they had like a couple seconds left, and it was like a really close game, and they could have won if they had fouled, but the coach didn't tell them to foul, kind of thing. So it's like, why would you make that decision when it was pretty obvious? Yeah. You know, it's like, you know, okay, that was one of those games where it's like, we're going to throw, which is like dumb, but I mean, I don't know. And the number 1 team in like the entire basketball right now is the Celtics, and they're dominating. They are what we thought the Clippers were going to be. Just like, I don't even know what to say, bro. Wait, I mean, it's cool.
Speechless.
And just like an interesting thing too, about the East and the West right now, the difference in wins, or it's calculated by games behind, where I think if you're down by 1 win, it counts as 1. And if you're down by 1 loss, or you have 1 more loss, then it counts for 0.5 of a game behind. If that makes sense.
That's interesting.
Anyway, so then the difference in like, okay, so basically from the 8th seed to the 1 seed in the West is 4 games, right? And that actually goes all the way down to the 11th seed, or the 10th seed. Like, so the difference between the 10th seed, which is the Clippers, and the 1 seed out in the West is 4 games, which is crazy, because it's like the whole freaking playoff bracket can change in like a week, basically. And that's how it has been for this entire thing. Like Clippers, I think their highest was like 4th, like they were 4th in the West, and now they're as low as the 10th. And it's not that they dropped down so much, it's just that 1 loss brings you really down when like other teams are winning. And it's just because like the race is super competitive. And like even the 15th seed in the West, which is like last place, is only 10 games behind. I say only 10 games, but that's because the 15th seed on the East is 15 behind the 1. And I mean, I don't even know how to say this, but the 3rd seed in the East is 5 games behind the 1st seed.
So it's not even that big, basically, right?
No, like compared to the West, where the 10th seed is 4 games behind.
Oh, I get you now. Then it's 5. So it's
and like so the gaps between the top team for the East right now is way larger than the gaps between the 1st seed in the West and like the rest of the teams, which is just like it goes to show how competitive the West is right now. And it's scary to be a part of it, because it's like, I don't know if we're gonna make the playoffs, low key. I think we have a good chance. Now, my prediction for who's gonna win the championship this year is the Celtics, if I'm like being real. But I'm going for the Clippers. If anything, I want the Clippers to like make it to the finals, because they have never done that in like the history of their organization. Really? The farthest they made was 2 years ago when they made it to the Western Conference Finals. But that was it. And like the Clippers have been known to have like really good players who would make the playoffs but never go far. Like like one of our players, Paul George, has a nickname like Playoff P. It's not a good name. Where it's like, you know, in the season he's killing it, you know, he's averaging a ton of points, he's like getting his, you know, stats filled out, and then the playoffs come and he just falls off. And then they call him, you know, that's Playoff P. Yeah, and then it's interesting because Kawhi is like different. Where like in the regular season he's like whatever. Playoffs, this man's a different breed.
Yeah, I guess it's just the pressure, you know.
Yeah, I mean Kawhi does have a couple of championships with other teams, and he hit the shot, which I kind of want to show you low key. I'll put this on the screen. I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble from the NBA.
No.
Kawhi Leonard. Oh wait, I should probably put it on the big screen then, so we can capture the audio.
Yeah, get that. Pull it up, Terry.
Anyway, this was when he was on the Raptors. Is a different team, and it wasn't even during like the finals or anything. It was during the Eastern Conference Finals. But if you look up, it's crazy, bro. If you look up Kawhi Leonard, the shot, like, people know exactly what you're talking about.
Kawhi Leonard, all right, I want to see this.
And it was a game winner, game 7. I guess we'll show this one.
54-second one.
Hold on.
Put the shit full screen. Theater, or whichever one.
We'll go full screen.
All right.
Okay, so Kawhi's on the team with the white. He's
what number is he?
This one, number 2.
It's off to Leonard, defended by Simmons. Is this the dagger?
Oh shit! Ain't no way.
That was a game 7, like winner goes home or loser goes home kind of situation. And that's how they won.
That is insane.
So there's videos of this that are like in slow motion.
15
Look at the crowd.
points by Kawhi Leonard.
This is crazy.
41 points.
I don't know. That's Kawhi Leonard, and he's on our team, right? And like he's just like a beast of a player.
So is he like a clutch player?
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
So he's like more like doing clutch plays.
Yeah, like
or
the
like
other
what's
day.
Like what's his specialty?
He's known for like his deadly mid-range shot, where like if he gets to his spot, there's no defending him, and then he's also known for his crazy defense. Like he's a defensive player, but he's a defensive player who can make a shot.
That's good. It's like jack of all trades.
Yeah, he's probably like in the league right now one of the best players, except he hasn't really been that way since the injury.
Yeah.
And especially when he's not like playing. He hit a game winner not that long ago. I forgot. Oh, I think it was against the Hornets. This is 4 days ago. Brett. let me. Yeah. So this is him right now. And there's like.
Yeah. Time's running out.
A foul and we've got free throws. Leonard.
That's his spot.
Long one.
There's no defending the
Oh,
man.
yeah.
I mean, there's a second left, but they end up missing the shot, and so that's like considered a game winner.
Paul George said, "Give it to Kawhi on his play. Give it to Kawhi."
Give it to Kawhi.
Well defended by
Yeah. No, yeah, it's crazy how like under that much pressure with like
little fadeaway
the
in
time,
length of Kawhi.
like being able to clutch up.
Kawhi
'Cause I remember when I
Leonard
was
is the
playing
winningest
soccer,
player
I would
in
never
the
be
history
able to
of the
clutch up
NBA.
like that.
He has won 74.5.
I would always like fumble the bag when it came to like the last minute or like the last play.
Wait, what happened? Sorry, I like zoned out.
Like it's impressive how people can actually do that. Like
Yeah.
like clutch under so much pressure.
Some people just like need it to like thrive. You
or
know?
that, yeah, like, you know, they need the pressure to like actually operate at their best level. But I could never do that. Like I would always choke any play.
Yeah.
In soccer, whenever it would be like the last player or whatever.
I'm definitely one of those people who like just feeds off of the like thrill and stuff. Yeah. It's definitely it's fun when it goes right.
Yeah, but when it goes wrong,
it's like fuck.
Yeah. Or like when you fuck up really badly. Yeah. Or like, you know, you had the chance but you fucked it up, and then it's like that's even more painful.
Yeah. Hello? Oh, I gotta click on this. Yeah. So then that's like for the context there for that second clip, he didn't play for a month and that was his first game back. What? So then he comes back, hits a game winner, and is like, all right, I'm done. Yeah, I mean, he's been playing, but like very light minutes, or actually not even light minutes. He just hasn't been playing. Like, I don't know. Not really putting much like great effort. I could show you so many like Kawhi-lights.
Kawhi-lights, that's a thing.
I think so. I could show you a lot. Like there's one where like in the playoffs he blocked a shot with only his middle finger.
Bro.
Like
that must have hurt though.
I know, it definitely did.
Pulls you back.
Yeah, like there's a shot where like only his middle finger is the thing touching the ball, but it's enough to like stop the ball from going, like stop the dunk.
No.
It's just like I don't know, and he's also known for like not being emotional like whatsoever. He's like they call him a robot. And then it's like when he doesn't play, he's resting. It's just like he's downloading the next update, bro. And then he has like a goofy ass laugh.
I want to hear his laugh now.
Okay. Didn't really expect this to be the episode, but here we are.
Whatever.
Kawhi laugh compilation. Hell yeah.
That compilation then? That's how many.
And I've seen a couple of them.
Yeah. All right, just show me the best one then. Longer than I expected.
Yourself, and what would you like people to know about you?
I'm a fun guy. Obviously, I love the game of basketball.
The way he talks, he's like so monotone.
I mean, it's just more question you have to ask me in order for me to tell you about myself. I just can't give you a whole spiel. I don't even know where you're sitting at.
What the heck?
He's right there.
Yeah, the glasses. There you go.
Indubitably. Indubitably.
He's just like.
Ask something.
It's just like the way he transitions between his laugh and then his voice.
When did you guys make all of this?
Well, we picked up HEB's Asian stir-fry kits.
They come with the sauce and pre-cut veggies. No chopping. So we used the extra time to master the ancient art of origami.
My frog has serious hops, man, and Patty made an alligator.
Crocodile. Kawhi, what is that?
It's a snowball.
It's a pretty good snowball.
I know.
It's no crocodile.
It's a snowball. He just has such a deadpan like character. It's funny.
Oh.
I don't get Kawhi to laugh. Hey, your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea.
You can't.
Having Kawhi laugh is very hard. A job that I haven't mastered yet. I gotta work my game.
TV shows, funny movies, jokes.
He's just so like, he just
Yes, I laugh and
so nonchalant about everything. He's like,
he's funny as hell.
TV show, movie.
He laughs all the time. Talking about music and women.
When did he play for the Spurs?
I think when they won the championship in 2014, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I forget you're from Texas.
Yeah.
But Rockets.
James
Harden back in the day.
Yeah, James Harden.
Now he's
Fuck him.
Yeah, homie's in New York.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wait, no, now he's in Philly.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how the Rockets are doing. I haven't watched them.
They're the last. They're the 15th seed.
Yeah.
They're trying to get that number 1 pick. You know what I'm saying?
The number 1 pick. Yeah, they're looking forward to next season. So.
Yeah, it's just like really funny. Like, I don't know. I think there's also like a clip where like during that playoffs when he got injured, like the team was still doing pretty good like without him, and so like I think for one of the games like they hit like a really clutch shot, and like the whole crowd was like erupting, and then the camera showed Kawhi and he's just like I mean, like,
we gotta see that. I don't know. I'm so invested in this guy now because he just seems like such a interesting.
I don't even know what to look
character.
Yeah.
The lead is cut to 8. Booker rises up. Jump shot too strong. Booker now 5 of 14 from the field. That's his first shot without the mask. George looking to draw foul, drills it. And this building has come alive. The lead is cut to 6. Kawhi Leonard going crazy.
Kawhi Leonard going crazy.
I feel like he's not even watching the game. He's probably just like thinking about something or like busy with something else.
It's like, what am I gonna have for dinner later? Yeah, it's just like so funny.
Oh my god, bro!
I like how the commentator was like, Kawhi Leonard going crazy. He's just sitting there like.
Those are the best athletes. The ones that, you know, they're good players, but they have a good like character. Like
yeah,
a good sense
he
of
doesn't
humor.
have any social media. He doesn't do any of that.
Yeah, like they're not like pretentious, you know, like, oh, like I'm all about basketball or I'm all about like one sport. Because I really don't like those. Like obviously they're good, not gonna lie, but you know, like you want to be able to like
have something to show for it, I guess.
Yeah, like, you know,
it's like not just all talk.
Yeah, you're not all talk or like, you know, all play. Yeah. Like you want to be able to like show that, you know, you care about whatever you're doing, or like, you know, just like, you know, be chill or like be funny about it or whatever.
Kawhi Leonard going crazy.
Like don't like blow up your ego. Just like be yourself and just like, and you have Kawhi, who obviously, you know, has a good sense of humor.
You know what I just realized? I wasn't recording the audio from the laptop.
Oh.
So yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Yeah.
Damn.
Whatever.
Or you could just hear us laughing for no reason.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We could put the.
That's gonna be hard to edit.
We could put the clips on the description, and then just watch it with us.
Yeah, because the NBA is very like strict about showing like their footage because it's like copyrighted.
Yeah, copyright.
And so like they're known to take down videos that show clips.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like because I mean that's more for like other people who post highlights, without like a consent of the NBA. And then they'll be like, nah.
No, they'll like do the thing where like they like reduce the size of like the screen and put it on one corner, or like they flip the image so that like it doesn't detect it or whatever.
Yeah, it's I don't know, but Kawhi Leonard's a character.
Yeah.
That's my NBA talk. Hopefully the Clippers come back, because they're obviously, I think it just needs some time to kind of gel together. Get Kawhi used to being on the floor again, and hopefully he can kind of come back and be his self. But yeah, it's the NBA is really fun to watch right now, especially when all these teams are like really good and like playoff aspirations. Like there's only a couple of teams that are like, we don't really, we're just gonna lose and just lose. Yeah, it's because the projected number 1 draft pick this for 2023 is like a 7'2", 7'4" foot guy who's like he has like good footwork, and is supposed to be like a generational player. like people were comparing like he might be as good as like LeBron James, and LeBron James is like one of the best players like in NBA history. And then it's just like kind of comparing that, like making that comparison is wild. I could be wrong in saying that too, but like I've definitely heard where it's like this is gonna be the best number 1 draft pick since LeBron James kind of thing. And so it's just like, you know, the problem with like guys over 7 feet though is like their knees, and then they get injured really quickly, and then it's like over. You know, obviously like it's just kind of like the reality of what happens, but definitely not hoping that for this guy. He's young, he's 18, he's from France. Victor Wembanyama is his name. And he's a monster. He's really good because like he's just long as hell, so he could block people. Like without even trying. It's actually like crazy. And like when he makes a layup, he just kind of like does a tippy toe kind of thing. Like you know, it's just like whatever for him. But yeah, the key thing there I think is just to stay healthy, and then he'll be good.
All right. We'll see about that. Anyways, it's a good discussion about sports. I'm definitely caught up on basketball now, even though I'm not that. I mean, hey, invested in it.
Shit, if you go for the LA Clippers, I did my job.
Yeah,
you're a Clippers fan now.
I'm like, prospective Clippers fan.
Just wait till the playoffs start. I'm gonna be watching it because it'll be happening like in May, April.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So still have time, but yeah, good stuff from the World Cup. You know, I feel like that's probably the main focus right now for most people, if not all people. The World Cup. So
not me.
Yeah. You know what's kind of?
I'm not like most people.
Damn. Okay. You know what's pretty interesting and sad at the same time is that nobody really talks about the Women's World Cup.
No one talks about the WNBA either.
Like, you know.
Oh, speaking of, actually, I think the U.S. just made a trade.
Yes, they made a trade. I forgot their name.
People have been like questioning this. like I get, you know, getting the okay. So basically, I believe a while ago, it's been like a pretty long time. There was a women's basketball player who plays for the women's like NBA. And Britney Griner, something like that. I'm terrible. Like I'm not a good news source if this is what the podcast is for you. Point is, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. But she was in Russia, and then I think she got arrested for like possession of weed or something like that. Yeah. And then they like detained her. Like that's so it's basically just like keeping her prisoner.
Yeah.
And then this was like, you know, a big thing where like Joe Biden's like, we're gonna get this woman back.
and we did.
And then they did.
At what cost?
So that's the thing. Now we're kind of moving into the controversial segment, where I don't really know who exactly it is they traded for. But basically the US and Russia did like a prisoner trade where it's like, all right, we'll give you this person in exchange for another prisoner. And then they did a swap, and I believe it was like one of the most dangerous men alive kind of thing. Like he had like a wicked nickname, not wicked like the cool way,
Merchant
but like
of Death or something.
Yeah,
like
something
that.
like that. Yeah, where it's just like, damn.
Yeah, he was like he was like an arms dealer or whatever.
Yeah.
That's just so crazy though. It's like, who do we give them? Like, do we give them like, you know, some like, I don't know, some like mid-level thug or whatever, or like some mid-level like kingpin that we arrested a while ago, or do we give him the Merchant of Death? They're like the most dangerous man in the world.
Sure.
Especially during this time, you know, where it's like we already have beef with them in a way. It's like, okay, let's just give him like the most dangerous guy on the planet now. No.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but no, that was an interesting event. the fact that they chose that guy, just to get. I mean, because I feel like they couldn't negotiate. I feel like there was room for negotiation there, but then they were just like, whatever, like we don't care.
Yeah, I just see this video of like the Merchant of Death walking back into Russia after being traded. And then it's just like immediately walking out of prison, just, chilling and meeting up the homies.
That's crazy. But yeah, no. So that happened. But yeah, no, I was talking about before that is the fact that nobody really talks about the Women's World Cup.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just interesting because, like, you hear so much about the actual, like, the Men's World Cup, actually, to be technically correct. And, like, people make such a big deal about it. It's like, oh my God, it's the World Cup. But then when it comes to, like, Women's World Cup, it's like, no one talks about it. It's like you would expect at least like some people to be talking about it, but like no, like you don't hear from it, and it's just so like
there's just like no market. Like,
there's no market for it. Everyone's just wants to watch men play, not women play, and obviously that's a big problem. But it's like it's just very interesting, like how drastically different they both are.
I think it's definitely like a lot more disheartening for the players sometimes.
Oh yeah, and that too.
Where it's like. So there's a similar thing, applying it to something I know from something I don't know of, where it's like the WNBA happens over the summer when the NBA is in the off season, and like the NBA will be making like these trades and stuff, like just off season deals, and then you have like the draft night and stuff, and it's like. So much coverage on that when like there's full on like
games.
Like regular season stuff happening, and like I cannot tell you women's basketball players at all, bro. Like they have in 2K there is the women's, like there's like a mode where you can play them, but obviously it's like not, it's just like there. Like I feel like it was just there because it's like. We're going to cater to the fans, and pat ourselves on the back. And then it's just like, all right,
whatever. You do whatever you want with it. You don't care.
It's just like, whatever. It's there. But anyway, here's my team where it's like, we're going to give you like monthly updates and shit. And it's like only for the men's players.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, it's honestly just because of the market. That's like the biggest thing. Like we keep talking about on the show, like at the end of the day, it's the money.
Yeah, no. Money talks.
Money runs this country.
Basically, yeah.
And any capitalist country for that matter. What other things do we have on our list? The Game Awards happened.
Oh, yes. The Game Awards. I
think last week we were predicting or kind of looking at some of the...
Yeah, we were taking a peek at it.
The nominations. And Mario had Game of War winning.
Did it actually win?
No, it won a couple of like...
It was Elden Ring, right?
It was Elden Ring got Game of the Year. That was expected, I think. At least from because especially like a lot of my friends play Elden Ring or played it, and like I just remember there was a period of time where like that was the only thing they'd post on their story. It's just like I think the replayability of it, because like you can make different builds of your characters and stuff. It's just like really cool, and like you have the multiplayer aspect, and it's open world, and it's just like a grindy game. Like definitely gonna get a lot of value out of that. But God of War got its love as well. With like I think they won like the best voice acting in the game. They might have won a lot of stuff. I don't know. It would be nice to have like a list of every winner.
That's on Wikipedia. I'm looking at it right now. Best fighting game, Multiverses. Have you ever played that?
That's the one. That's like the
Cartoon Network. The Cartoon Network one, yeah.
I've never played that.
I've never played it. I've been wanting to play it just to see how it is.
It's like the Smash Bros. Wannabe.
Yeah, the Smash Bros. Wannabe.
Listen, Smash Bros. Truly like created that genre of like the like blowing people off the screen, because before then it was all about like the Street Fighter kind of way.
It's platform Fighter or whatever. Because the Street Fighter is like the basic, like 2D.
Like Marvel versus Capcom.
Yeah.
Like that kind of fighting game. And then Smash Bros. Like revolutionized that. I could be wrong, but
maybe. Most likely, I guess.
Most likely.
Yeah. Either way, they pioneered it, I think. That's the word. But yeah.
Then you also had like the 3D ones that are similar to Street Fighter.
Yeah.
The one that comes to mind for me is like Pokken Tournament.
Oh yeah.
Which is like in that style. And I don't know if like
There's
Mortal Kombat, I think did it that way. Mortal Kombat's one of the classics though too.
Yeah. No, what's it called?
Smoke. My guy.
There was one that's like it's three-dimensional.
I know like a
Jump
lot of
Force. It's called Jump Force. It's like an anime.
the anime
one.
ones. Yeah. I was gonna
that
say
one's like weird because it's like it changes angles or whatever. Or yeah, I've seen my cousin play it, and apparently it's like really complicated. But yeah, they have a best esports section.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I did not
watched
know
the
that.
video that was like 15 minutes that basically just was a super cut of the Game Awards where they only announced the winners.
Oh, best esports game, Valorant.
The best game direction was Elden Ring. The best audio design was God of War. The best indie was Stray. The best role-playing game was Elden Ring. And Pokemon was on there.
Yeah.
That was cool to see. The best action and adventure game, God of War. The best ongoing game was Final Fantasy 14, which I didn't even know that was an ongoing game. The best community support, Final Fantasy 14. The best innovation and accessibility, God of War. I saw like a clip where like what they meant by accessibility, and I was like, what? When I saw it, like
what was it about?
Where it shows the character models not as like their character models, but like just as like they were highlighted in like blue or like green, or like just colors that like were more accessible.
For like
you could see the enemies.
Oh, for like colorblind.
Yeah.
Oh,
like it was just really cool. I was like, I've never seen that in like a video game before.
that's interesting. Yeah.
But maybe, when Nintendo games are the only thing I'm playing, of course I'm not really gonna. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The best score in music was God of War. Low key, I feel like Pokemon could be up there for the best score in music. But that's just me. The most anticipated game is The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, the sequel to Breath of the Wild, which was 2017's Game of the Year. Content Creator of the Year is Ludwig. I've never really seen his videos.
I've never seen his videos.
I know he's popular.
Yeah. He's a popular guy.
I saw Carl Jacobs on here and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
The best action game was Bayonetta 3. Lots of controversy about that one. Considering, or I don't know if we talked about this before, where like the voice actress wasn't paid enough and then she quit. They found another voice actress and then it like,
I don't
they
think
just
we talked
didn't
about
really
that.
care.
No.
I might have talked about this with my roommate, but yeah, that's basically like what had happened. The best multiplayer game is Splatoon 3, which is wild that it won over Call of Duty and like Overwatch.
4.
Best multiplayer game, Splatoon 3.
It's all the little kids. I'm telling you, bro.
The best sports and racing game was the Gran Turismo 7.
Gran Turismo.
I think that's a racing game.
Yeah, it's a good game. Or like the Gran Turismo franchise. It's good.
Games for Impact as Dusk Falls. I think that was just like social message kind of thing. Best art direction is Elden Ring. The best VR/AR game is Moss Book 2. I've never really wanted Among Us VR to win.
Among Us.
The best simulation/strategy game is Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. The best narrative was God of War. The best adaptation, it was Arcane League of Legends, which is like movies and shows that are based off video games. The best debut indie was Stray. The best performance was Christopher Judge as Kratos in God of War. The best family game was Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Low-key, I thought Star Wars was going to win that one. It's just Lego Star Wars is such a classic game. It
is a classic game.
The best mobile game is Marvel Snap.
Never heard of that.
I've seen like YouTube ads. The best fighting game, as you said, is Multiverses. The best esports game is Valorant. The best esport athlete was Ye or Jacob Whitaker.
For what game?
Valorant.
Valorant.
That makes sense if they chose Valorant as the best esports game. The best esports team was Loud, who Valorant team. The best esports coach is Bazooka, who is for Loud and Valorant. The best esports event was the 2022 League of Legends World Championship. The best player's voice. Oh no, the player's voice. I don't know what that means. But Genshin Impact won that one. Game of the year was Elden Ring.
Interesting stuff.
Elden Ring and God of War were definitely the top 2 games of this year.
Yeah.
And also during the Game Awards, they announced Hades 2. Got me excited, bro. Now the protagonist is going to be another like minor goddess, I believe. I haven't finished the story of Hades, but it's definitely got me like interested in playing again.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah. I also have Twitter on here.
Oh yeah,
Twitter. Elon Musk.
Yeah, Elon Musk. Going crazy.
Not my boy.
Going stupid. Going crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's really not much to say about Twitter because it just speaks for itself.
I remember like growing up, Twitter was just like this social media, it's just like, whatever. I mean,
I never got into it.
All the debates, all the arguments and stuff, happened on Twitter. Like that was like, where you have all the actually guys, that's where you had all the just like people who would like, it's like a platform to speak your mind, and Elon Musk took that very, very seriously.
Yeah.
And I think he like unbanned
a bunch of people.
And
then he also had like the check mark feature where like you have to pay for the check marks, and now there's a bunch of fake accounts.
Yeah.
I think that are claiming to be the actual like official account of like a brand or something.
Yeah.
It's just so stupid.
So much going on. I like why.
I know.
Like, I'm verified, guys. Come on.
Yeah. On my mind, the podcast is verified on Twitter.
I should have, low key. How much is it?
I don't know.
Let's check.
I think it's like I don't remember.
Oh, they got rid of Twitter Blue. That was like the premium service of Twitter.
What did it even do?
Like it gave you like you can, I don't even know, dude.
It did nothing.
Like it gave you the check mark, and it also gave you like I remember one of like the gimmicks was you can edit your tweets, which was like a big thing that was what do you call it, like requested as like a feature, and instead they were like okay, so Twitter Blue, you rocket to the top of replies, mentions, and search because tweets from verified users will be prioritized. You get half the ads, so not even 100% ads.
That's crazy.
You get the ability to post longer videos on Twitter, and then you get early access to select new features that are only for Twitter Blue members.
So vague.
Yeah, so that's what they meant by paying for the check mark. It doesn't say. It's coming soon. It's not available right now.
Oh.
Or at least not available to me. It says, sorry, Twitter Blue is not available right now.
Did you update the app? It might be an update. No, yeah.
Well, I mean, it says all of those features are coming soon, so I guess it's just not implemented yet. Because I have the auto updates stuff on. Twatter. Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Twitter's a it's a interesting place with very interesting people.
I have Twitter.
I don't have Twitter. I never got into Twitter. And apparently that's a good thing from what I've been hearing.
I think there was like Elon didn't, I think he tried to like take back the deal. He's like, I don't want to do this anymore. But like it still went through or something.
Oh yeah, he's now stuck with it. So nice deal. But yeah, no, it's.
I think he also like fired like the head guy or whatever before.
Yeah.
And he's just like, all right, I run the show now.
It's people are crazy, especially like big celebrities. I can never think of myself being a celebrity. I feel like people would just be watching your every move, and like even if you like screw up, but not intending to screw up, you know, then people just make such a big deal about it. I feel like that's the reason why so many celebrities are like low key insane. It's because of all the pressure they go through.
Not Kawhi, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like you want to like be low key when it comes to actually being famous. You don't want to like bloat it up and then all of a sudden like everyone's looking at you and then you know you're like, oh, like I have so much attention, and like what's it called? When you just crave attention, basically, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because it's a real thing. Like people are like,
dude, I mean, you have like kids these days who are, you know, like this is something that they want now. Yeah. Like back when I was a kid, I was like, you know, that kid in class who was like, don't call on me, bro. Don't call on me.
Yeah, don't call on me. But like now everyone wants to be the center of attention. And I feel like that's especially true with like celebrities, where it's like, you know, like they want to be the shit. They want everyone to like know about them. So like they would go to great lengths to make sure that happens, even if that means putting their dignity on the line. So it's like, you know, it's crazy. But, you know, I don't know. Being a celebrity sounds scary in a lot of ways. But
I think it's like a fun for a little bit.
Yeah. I feel like it would, if I were to be famous, it would be something like where, you know, I would like come in and out. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like I would go to like some, like I don't even know what I would be famous for. I guess, okay, let's just say hypothetically I'm famous for film. Like I would obviously go to the Oscars or whatever.
Yeah.
But like after, like apart from that, like a couple of other events, like I wouldn't like try to be on the headlines all the time. You know what I mean? Like I would just kind of just like sit back, do my own thing for a while. And then if I go big with like a movie or something, then, you know, obviously, you know, I have like to do all the PR stuff or whatever. But then after that, it's like, okay, back to my work. You know, you have to separate your work from like, I feel like that's
the life.
The key with like being famous is you have to separate your work from your life. Because if you mix them up together, it's just chaos. Like, you know, like prime example, Kanye, like Ye. Like that guy is crazy, you know? And he literally goes off on Instagram, like talking about his personal life, you know, with all these, like with all of his followers and shit. And like his followers are like this cult who like just, you know, believe every word that he says. It's just like crazy. It's like, what the hell?
That's the thing. There's so many things that are like, just, you kind of take a look back and you're like, what the hell with society?
Yeah,
like the desire for like fame, you know, the willingness to just subscribe to someone's like beliefs and values and just be like, yeah, everything they say is the truth.
Yeah.
And like, you know, people can be wrong. And like even on this show, like I try my best not to spread lies and shit, but like you know, if I don't know something, I'll like preface it with like,
yes, I may not be sure, but this is what I think it is.
This is my thing. And like, I don't know what it's like to be famous. I don't know what it's, you know, like what goes on behind the scenes that maybe we don't even know about.
That's true.
But like, still, it's just, I don't know. You take a step back and it's just like, what's going on?
Yeah, like what the heck?
Yeah, I mean, even in like an ideal world, I don't even know how like, I don't even know what that looks like. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just because values change over time. You know, events happen, and it's just like life moves on so fast that, you know, sometimes we don't even have time to really think about, like, we don't even know we're in it until we're out of it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then like, shit, I don't even know what you would describe this part of my life right now. Like,
I know it's
this
like
is just the college years, I guess.
The college years, yeah. The years were
the years I became a man.
Our best years of our lives, according to a lot of people.
But like, do we even know that? You
know exactly.
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
It's like, damn.
Like, why would
like,
you?
Shit,
why,
this is the best as it gets.
Yeah, like, this sucks, bro. What the fuck? No, yeah, that's the thing. Like, people preface like a lot of aspects of life that I feel like are ultimately subjective to you, like to yourself. You know what I mean? Like, like it's more about what you make of it than what other people think about it, really.
Right.
So like, you know, it's like you said, you know, it's not until you're out of it until you realize what it was. And you know, you have to basically make the best of it, I think, with what you're doing. But yeah.
Do you think you made the best out of 2022?
Good question.
I mean, not to get like personal or anything, like you don't have to share anything personal, but like, were there like things that maybe you were like, fuck, I regret doing that? Or like,
yes,
you know, it's just like,
yes,
I would have played it differently. I mean, like 2022, for me, my life since 2017 has been like every year just getting more and more eventful. And then also like I keep saying, you know, this year was the best year of my life. And like, you know, it keeps getting better. And like, I think that's true even for this year. I think this year was definitely the best year of my lived life so far. And then my 25-year-old self is going to listen to this and be like,
I don't know,
it only gets better, or like,
or worse.
You were right. You know, it's like we don't know.
Yeah, hopefully it's better, but no, yeah. I think, yeah, there were a lot of things that I do regret from 2022. And yeah, I wouldn't say this has been the best year of my life so far. I think this has been the most beneficial year for me, because it really, like, this year I really opened like my mind to like the reality that I'm living in. Cause like last year was like, okay, I'm going into college, you know, new things, new stuff, new people, you know, just trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my life, or like, or at the very least, like what I'm going to major in. And then now, you know, I have like a set path where it's just like, okay, here's the plan. Here's the, like, you know, here's the game plan basically of like, you know, next year I'm going to do this, next year I'm going to do that. And hopefully, you know, graduate and then get a job. So it's like, you know, I'm more in line this year than I was last year. And obviously there's been a lot of ups and downs this year as well. But I think, I don't think that this is necessarily the best year I've had so far, but I think it's probably one of the most important years, I would say. That's important or like beneficial to like my development as a person.
Mm-hmm. I would say this is probably the year I learned the most. That
too, yeah. Learning. Actually, one of the years that I've learned the most, because there are a couple.
I feel like you can kind of group these past. Since like 2020, I'll say 2020. That was a pretty pivotal year.
Yeah, big year.
I am a completely different person. I'm like I feel like back then there were just a lot of different things that defined who I was. And you know, the one thing that has been constant is this goddamn show, fucking
That's
On My Mind, the podcast.
I mean, you can just go back to listen to yourself from like what 2 years ago.
I don't want
just
to.
like just see how different that is.
I don't want.
That'd be crazy. Like you, like that. I would actually want to have that. You know,
an episode where we just look back at old episodes.
Yeah, or like I would want to be able to listen to myself from like 2 years ago and just see how different I am. That because
you have like videos and stuff. I feel like that'd be way better.
don't have any videos, unfortunately.
Like we don't have to do that now, but we can definitely like.
That's a good
that'd
idea.
That'd be a great idea for when we don't have an idea for an episode.
Let's just go back in time and just see how different we are. Yeah, but that's crazy.
Listening back, you were part of the first episode of On My Mind, I think.
Well, the first episode coming here.
Yeah.
Right to Bowdoin.
And fuck it.
Fuck it.
Let's just we'll take a sneak peek.
Oh my god, I'm not ready.
Let's go to YouTube.
That was what, a year and a half ago?
Yeah.
Basically,
it's like September 2021.
Basically, like a year and.
All right. If I look at On My Mind the podcast, do I come up? Let's go.
Hey, first result.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Well, it could be because I'm subscribed, but you know.
That's true. We need it.
I don't know if I have to preface this, but I am subscribed to myself only to make sure that the notification works. Okay. I don't like watch that's too much.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, thank you guys so much for listening.
Yeah.
Not that the video's over, but you know, just
really
a great
appreciate
thank you.
it.
I feel like we haven't really grown too much in 2022, but I just like, I love this, being able to see all this. Like, remember the episode we did at Purnell? Like,
good memories.
Like when I sunburn sucked, that dude. Oh man, I was livid when the spooky episode. No thoughts, just vibes. Like, just being able to capture these experience. Like, this is more of an archival thing for me.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
Oh my god, we did an episode. It was an Instagram Q&A, and then we were like, "Is Bowdoin good or bad?" So
was that it?
Oh! Before we get into this, I'm gonna record the audio. So,
yes.
Quick cut. Shit. All right, quick cut. We're back. I just had to do a quick thing for so that you guys can hear. By the way, that first episode has 92 views.
Damn.
Definitely it's not at 100 yet, but it's definitely getting there.
Just a few more clicks.
Well, I guess we need. Look, I don't even like my own videos. You know what I'm saying?
More likes.
Oh my god, I forgot. All right, so I used to do this I had this like intro movie that I made on After Effects.
Oh, shit, I didn't even know about that.
And it was like, it's literally just like,
I want to see it.
It's funny because it's not so like this is supposed to be for the whole screen. But I fucked up with the editing, and it was just like the middle of the screen. So I looked at it like after I had uploaded the video and everything, and I'm all like, fuck it. And then that was what I did. Anyway. And holy crap, we're recording. Nice. Okay. Hello, and welcome to On My Mind, the podcast, featuring yours truly, Michael Martinez. Why'd I go? Featuring yours truly, Michael Martinez. I used to use a script back then, and this was me reading off the script. This was also in the other studio.
I remember, yeah.
I was in the booth. I was in the booth, and then you were like in the main computer.
I remember that. Yeah, I was working on something. You were just in there. Yeah, that's crazy. We started on that booth because we couldn't figure out the audio.
This setup was not made at the time that we recorded this.
Oh yeah, I remember because they were like,
they did not have this.
Yeah, they didn't have the soundboard or whatever.
Yeah, that was
crazy.
Until awesome to be back for Volume 2. A huge welcome to any new listeners of the show. I finally moved across the country to Bowdoin College in Maine. Between traveling across the country, doing a summer program, I sound so bored, dude.
School,
I took a hiatus for a little over 2 months as my life got a little busy. And now we're back. I want to go over a brief history of... you know what?
What?
You were late or something, and you weren't a part of the episode until like halfway through.
Oh, I remember that. No, yeah.
I was...
yes, because I remember the first time... the first time we were trying it out. That was what I remember, because I remember like we were just kind of troubleshooting. It
was like a test.
Yeah, like for some reason one of the mics didn't work or something. Or no, we couldn't hear ourselves. That was a thing.
Oh no, yeah. And then I remember it was like delayed.
Yeah, no, we couldn't hear ourselves at first, and then we like fixed it, but it was delayed, and we couldn't figure it out. So we were like, okay, we'll do it.
Oh, dude, I forgot I used to record with like my headphones, and it'd be like, hello. Yeah, it was like so weird. But now we have like live audio.
Yeah, we figured it out.
It's all through the interface.
Yeah, we figured it out.
That other room doesn't have it. That's the thing. Let me try to find when you make it in.
I think it's like halfway through. Because I remember I
think I might have added like a... Maybe not. Whoa. That's a cool thing. Let's see if you were here.
I think... Hold on. Does it say?
Can we talk about the time difference? Oh my God. So
no, this is
I'm still in a relationship, and this is the thing that
I'm still in a relationship.
Yeah. Like my girlfriend Melanie, by the way, she
shout out to my girlfriend.
Still lives in
Shout out to my girlfriend.
And of course I'm 3 hours ahead. So when it's like,
little does this version of Michael know that, that would become pretty shit. It's like, oh, you thought it was bad. Not that it got any worse, but it was just like, it's just something to deal with.
Yeah.
10 p.m. over here. And I get onto a call with her.
What do you think?
Hello?
Oh, shit. What do you think?
Oh, it's because I'm not going to...
I got a green screen. Let's go. The Wi-Fi here.
Oh my God,
I know him pretty well.
Oliver.
Oh, it was Oliver. Yeah.
I forgot.
I forgot. Yeah. No. Well,
Mine like 10 seconds ago. Yeah.
I heard you laugh, son. You're here.
Yeah.
I was talking about my girlfriend and you interrupted me. Damn.
Oh, hi, Miguel. Yeah, I don't know where Mario is. He never showed up.
Mario was supposed to be a part of the episode. Oh my God.
I don't know where Mario is. That literally happened to us like a couple of weeks ago, remember?
We were having dinner. Mario was like, yo, I want to be on the podcast. I'm like, all right, bet. We'll have dinner and then record afterwards. And he's all like, bet. And then we text him.
I called him. He's like, where you at? He's like, I don't know where he was, but I told him, "Are you coming to the podcast?" There was like 5 seconds of silence. He was like, "Shit," and then he didn't not end up showing up. But yeah. That was that. Anyways,
damn. I forgot that you showed up you were late. I think I had recorded this thinking no one was gonna show up, so I was all like, "Fuck it, I need to put out something."
Yeah.
Oh, this is so much fun. Actually, hold on. Yeah, I'm going to make a quick cut, and I'm recording an episode on my own, but then you came, so, like, that's pretty sick. All right. Yeah. All right, we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the best, like, transitions.
Hi. All right, I think we're back.
Hi.
So this is my good friend, Oliver. What I said earlier. Just don't rewind like 10 seconds ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. This is Oliver.
Sounds so
I'm a good friend
depressed.
of Michael. We known each other since little kids.
Oh my God,
I
no
know him pretty well.
Lived across the
Inside
street.
out. I could read his mind.
That's what I said. I don't remember saying that.
Yeah, so I'm trying to pull up the script. And,
Oh my God.
I'm gonna pull up the script. I said.
It's taking a
Hey,
while. Oh, it's because I'm not connected. Hello? No, yeah, I am.
You are. Do you think about boating Wi-Fi?
There you go.
Hey, at least we know it's still shit.
That's hilarious.
Oh, we also didn't cuss back in the day.
Oh yeah.
I think you might have dropped the
an F-bomb.
It says it's connected, but sometimes it's just not. So you have to like disconnect and connect back again, which really sucks. But
This is quite the insight from Miguel.
But anyway.
So
Me
nasally.
and Miguel, oh my God. Me and Miguel were just talking about
Miguel and I.
How Bowden really came through with providing all the Adobe like software as well as like the Microsoft Office stuff.
Oh shit.
Like that's kind of crazy.
I know. It's like if you add up the numbers,
Oh, we were like trying to figure out how much it would cost.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What would your guess be? Like for all the Adobe software.
I sound
and
so like
Microsoft?
robotic. I'm like, I don't know.
What do you think?
What do you think?
I mean, we like our friendship has also kind of like grown since, because we were like fresh out of the GCS experience.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, we had like maybe a couple of weeks of school, and then we were like, I don't know.
Yeah. No, yeah, we weren't as tight as we were last year. So yeah, it's so fun to just listen to yourself and just like think how different, like how much it has changed. Cause like,
wow,
it's just so
so
interesting.
Let me see if I have this anywhere. Please tell me.
Anywhere?
Can I go to the Google Drive? I never put this out, but I made a highlights of episode 1.
Oh, what?
Take me to the drive, bro. Hold on. Sorry about this. This is not good podcasting. Drive.account. What the fuck am I doing? Drive.google.com. Goggle.
What?
I don't know if it's on here. It might be. Hold on. Ooh. I doubt it is. Or it might be on the OneDrive. What the hell did I just do? History. Sick.
We just want a party just for you.
Whoa.
We just want the money just for you. I know you want a party just.
There's no shot I like have this saved, but it's definitely on my computer.
It's on your computer. Where are you going to? Oh, you got the Duo notification.
Oh, God damn it.
Thank you, Duo.
I love Duolingo. You know, I'm approaching a 100-day streak. Let's go.
Damn.
Congratulate me.
For
please.
what? For Japanese?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most I haven't really learned all that much, but that's just because I do one lesson a day, just trying to keep that streak alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I should probably take it more serious, but I don't. Sorry.
Where are these highlights?
Fuck, come on. No.
Is it labeled?
Yeah, I remember I called it episode 1 highlights.
Can't you search it up?
Oh, I don't think it's here. Wait.
Is it on this computer? Highlights. Oh shit. I don't even know which one to press. Whatever.
I found it.
It's like the big red circle on the file. So could you just play it? How long is it?
And holy crap, we're recording.
What the fuck? Wait, play it.
Hold on, I want to make sure it's recording. I can't tell. It was. It's 20 minutes long, bro.
Let's just skip through it. Fuck it.
What is? Hold on.
And holy crap,
Why is it so staticky?
I don't know.
Oh my! There's we're back.
It's a radio.
We're recording.
The music.
Hello, and welcome to On My Mind, the podcast featuring yours truly, Michael Martinez.
Oh my god, bro.
Yes, it's awesome to be back for Volume 2. A huge welcome to any new listeners of the show. This show began on May 25th, 2020, and it ran for about a year and 2 months before I quote-unquote canceled the show.
Canceled.
Oh man! If you guys don't know the backstory to that, definitely watch the first episode.
Yeah, go watch that.
So fun, dude.
This show, literally my whole setup. What? Okay, let me give you some context. It is 10:27 in the morning. I woke up half an hour ago.
Damn, that's late as hell.
Yeah, I was supposed to have guests today. I don't know. Can you guys tell how excited I am? I'm so excited. Yeah.
What am I saying, bro? I know this is basically like a super cut of like the first episode where I only include the quote unquote best or funny parts.
Yeah, well, I want to hear the funny parts.
What was I just talking about? This is why I need guests.
This is why
if I was going somewhere with something, I'm so sorry. But the show is called On My Mind. Essentially, there is no like topic that we talk about. It's just kind of like a show where we ramble and talk and just kind of express what's on our minds. Now we have a whole new.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
It's like it's the title.
of the show.
3 p.m. Eastern Time. Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Stein.
Yeah, I can get like real.
I remember,
intimate,
like,
too.
I was also that.
I can
Like, I wasn't comfortable with speaking, so I would fuck up a lot of times. Like, I wouldn't pronounce stuff right. But no.
See, this is like 3 minutes in compared to 10 minutes in. So that's how much I cut in or cut out.
Go to like the middle. I want to see what we were talking about.
Wait, but yeah, it's because the thing is like when I've learned to slow down way more during podcasts. But back in the day when I was podcasting, bro, my mind was going like 10,000 miles out like per hour, and then I would like go Eastern Standard or Eastern Time. You know, it's just like my yeah. All right,
Yeah.
so this is when he comes in.
Yeah, I don't know where Mario is. He never showed up.
I like how you threw that in there. Like, you didn't wait for me to like. You didn't wait for the cut
Like, literally.
and tell me. He's just like,
It's like
free
crazy.
iPad.
It's so crazy. We got
it's so crazy.
Yeah, like we got
The
a lot
technology.
of stuff
Yeah.
from the f***ing college.
And then you said fuck because you cursed.
said fuck.
From the fucking fuck. So you gave me two.
Yeah, I made you.
Cut that out.
Made you work overtime for that.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff from the college. Coming from high school,
And now we
I
don't
remember like the only thing they would provide us was Chromebooks. The really crappy
Do you have
ones.
Chromebooks?
Yeah,
We
Chromebooks.
couldn't run anything at all. And then here, it's like you're set. You're set to do what
And then this is before they gave MacBooks for
To everyone. So we were like, we're the cool kids.
Yeah,
And
fuck
then,
yeah.
we get the
I
technology.
love Bowden, and then it's like, bruh.
Yeah. Now we have. Now they have the better ones. The better ones. We have the shitty
It's
ones.
because they want us to stay, and they want.
I mean, they're
us
not
to
shitty, but
kinda,
like, you know, not as good.
Well, they're shittier.
continue
Relatively.
like, you know,
Yeah.
about to expose the school.
exposed to school.
That's literally all what my first year seminar is about.
Oh
This should
yeah,
be
sociology of
retitled
campus
to-
life.
to,
That was a fun
Exposing
class.
Bowden.
Exposing Bowden 101. But the harder part is actually getting students to come. And so like
Pause?
the whole admissions
Oh.
process is crazy. There's so much that goes
was
on
it?
behind the
There
scenes
is.
that I had no
Yeah, there
idea
is a lot.
about.
Like I remember when I was doing college applications, I just had
See,
so much on my
I would
plate.
like stutter
Like sometimes I just
because
felt
I was
so
just so
overwhelmed.
self-aware of myself. Just
I think,
speaking in the mic.
to be fair, it also made us. It was harder to talk because of the delay in the
delay,
headphones.
yeah, the delay threw me off. But at the same time, it was like my first time ever in a podcast, so I was just like,
Yeah.
Like, I was applying to like what, probably 10 schools. So like
Yeah.
adding up all of the essays and short answers, it was just a lot.
I could
I
not go
just
through the
realized
college
we
application
both
process
did
again.
Quest
me
Bridge,
neither.
right?
That was terrible.
Yeah,
Nope.
we
That-
both did.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Bro, say something
Questies.
funny.
I know you have class later, but
Oh yeah, we were on a time
I
crunch.
finished
What
like the
class did I
lab
have?
that I was.
Well, it was an 11:30 class or 11:40 because I was recording at like 10:30.
I don't remember. There's people. Did you see that?
Hey.
There was a ghost.
we had to do it until 9:30.
Okay.
I think I could be wrong.
Better
Let's,
check that. Check that out.
I got till 9:30, boys.
I was gonna do
We'll just go over this highlight and then we'll like
So
call it a day.
We'll call it a day.
Which is so
That's
cool.
cool.
I love that.
Call
about
it a year.
college.
No, yeah, you
Call it a
have
year.
a
That's right.
lot of time. Well, not a lot of free time.
Oh my
but
god,
you
when I
have a lot
stop
of time to
talking, you can hear
arrange
the background.
your schedule.
Yeah, it's hard though to really manage everything. Aside from the podcast, I'm also on the Ultimate Frisbee team. I'm also in the concert band.
Oh, I forgot I did band.
And what else am I in? I'm also working.
I worked.
2 jobs.
I had 2 jobs.
Yeah.
So
I still have
I'm
2
really
jobs.
killing myself here, but it's okay.
Yeah.
This
What's
is
your
my
other
therapy
job?
session.
Super
An
Snacks,
hour-
and then
an hour.
I was a student assistant for concert
like,
band.
I'm also busy.
Just
I have a
helping out like
lot of
before
stuff.
rehearsal, setting everything
I was
up
about
and
to
things
curse.
like that.
I have a lot of stuff on my plate. For one,
That's a lie. You didn't have a lot of stuff. Now you have a lot of stuff.
Team. Also part of other clubs within the college.
That was a lie.
Like Lasso.
Lasso
stuff
was
like that.
good.
And also have my regular classes. Now
I was basically the only part of Lasso
for
in
those
rugby.
classes. So it's just a lot.
Photographer.
Yeah. But at the same time, you have a lot more time for yourself.
In high school, though, I had 0 period for March.
At the same time, there's just so many events going on. The events have a lot of people, even without masks, outside.
Oh yeah, masks were
just
like a
lot
thing.
of
Yeah,
people
masks were a
concentrated
thing.
in
I
a small
remember
area.
that.
There's like they put out the events and they're like, hey, there's something going on at this time and this day. You know, at the same time.
Why
they
do I
kinda just
sound like that? I
oh,
sound so
everyone,
weird. I sound
social
so white.
distance and-
I guess because that was my first time in the podcast, I didn't know what to expect, so I was just like put on my white voice and be
and
like,
put on your mask.
"What's up,
It's like,
guys?"
what do you want? Like, what do you want?
Hey guys, welcome to On My Way in the podcast.
we should do a whole fucking episode like that.
No, we're trying to get more viewers, bro, not less.
Not from us. You know?
We were green for a little bit, right?
Green.
Oh,
then
the status,
codes.
like a
yeah,
huge
the
outbreak.
stats.
I say huge. It was like 14 students or something. It was like almost around 20.
We
and they
had
were all,
spikes for sure.
located in the
We
same
did,
building.
yeah.
So we moved into yellow, and
Honestly, able to, actually talk to people in person. I feel like it's a lot better. Like I'm able to actually, remember people.
oh right,
And just being able, just being able to communicate with people is just a lot easier.
So
Like in my first year in college,
It's like I'm
would have been
walking
in
up the
Zoom.
stairs when it comes to
like-
speaking.
I don't think I would have made it through. Honestly,
That nervous laugh, though. I think I would not be here.
I don't belong here.
Wow.
yeah.
We have
that's the
not
class of
said anything that's
2024.
like.
I feel
"Ah."
bad. I feel bad for them.
That says a lot.
They had to be
This is
in
why
Zoom
you guys never
for their
saw
senior
this.
year. And then they had to also be in Zoom.
Zoom.
I mean,
Then what?
yeah.
The thing too that I've noticed is whenever we have guests, there is like a rough period where it's like 30 minutes of like awkwardness and like it's slow, but then once we're like an hour in, that's when we're like comfortable, and then it's like okay, I've gotten used to hearing my voice, I've gotten used to like the microphone in front of me, and it's like I could do this now.
Yeah.
And then that's when you get, but the hard part is like getting there.
Yeah. No, I get you. That's how. That,
And I feel like it was like this too.
That's what I was. Yeah, that's what I was going through when we were recording that episode. Especially with the delay, it was just so jarring to hear your own voice. But yeah,
I
no,
feel
that was fun. A fun experience.
Relationships in college are just very tricky, especially when you're out of state. Check in with the other person and just see what they want, whether they do want a long distance relationship or not.
Not relationship
very
advice on
careful
the very first episode. Come on.
I'm not saying it couldn't work. Like
Right.
honestly, like you're an example.
Hey,
It can
you're an
work.
example.
You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you.
Putting
I'm
you
an
on this
example.
spot.
Yeah.
I am a case study.
Yeah, we're actually about to hit our anniversary in like a week.
Oh,
Oh,
That's kind of crazy.
I mean, darn.
Darn. Oh yeah, because I couldn't
Just,
curse.
just want to make sure. Okay.
No, I mean, okay,
was gonna say,
so
damn.
when I say no
No,
cussing, I
darn.
mean no like explicit words. You can say hella. You can say damn. Like that, I don't really bleep. I mean, because there's no reason to bleep that. But like if you say I'm kidding. Technical stuff. Learning how to use it.
So I remember that I didn't actually cuss, but I put it in just to be funny.
Sound like it cussed. Yeah.
Like if I say
Do we have it?
the purple one.
Yeah.
Like if I say
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I want to play with this.
no, the thing is like it mutes us as we press it. So like
So you can just Anyways.
The equipment. It's not the voice crack. I usually have a water bottle.
I used to voice crack it way more back then too.
Yeah. I do it occasionally. Like right now.
With me when I record.
It's just like the natural like
today.
I got
I feel
nervous
so
and then my throat is closing
you have
up on me.
competition. In my mind.
Bro, they have 5 subscribers. I think I'm good.
My mind? Who's that?
Because we looked up like on my mind or something, and we were like,
In my mind.
"There's another podcast called In My Mind" or something.
Whoops.
Whoops.
What
like
was that?
cuss?
All right, that marker. And holy crap.
Oh, I
we're
fucking
recording.
restarted the shit. I think that's the funniest part. The
Easy
intro
equipment.
music.
It's not the voice crack. I don't cast, or if you know me personally, I mean, just send me a text or something. Oh my god, I need water.
I need to drink water.
Yeah, the voice cracks.
You were a lot quieter back then too.
I was way quieter.
You're like, yeah, that's fine. Now we're just like, fuck.
This is like a staple in my show. Yeah, college is great. It's super busy. And it can be kind of difficult. Like last night, I stayed up doing a computer science lab until like 4.
Oh, he had no idea. He had no idea.
Yeah. Little did he know he would be doing the same
was
shit
really
for
fun.
the next
I can't do that.
year.
No,
the next
I'm
2
only a
years.
freshman. I've only been here for like a month.
That's the
so,
thing.
Like, I'm not gonna pretend
The
like
self-awareness.
I know everything. Know
Yeah.
your limits.
Know your limits?
Don't overwhelm yourself.
Oh, because we were doing a
don't do what I'm
Q&A,
doing.
bro.
Yeah.
We were answering
you
other
have to
people's
have some time
questions.
Oh, yeah.
for yourself. You know what I mean? You
know
don't
what
have
I
to be
mean?
at every event.
You know what I mean?
Or like talk to everyone.
That's
Like, 'cause it gets pretty exhausting.
Fucking weird, bro.
Don't feel like there's a point for like
I
people
feel like
in high
I'm like
school.
voice acting.
Like, don't feel like
for
you
a
have
show.
to
What the hell?
have your life already set up.
That's like a character
like,
on Family Guy.
You know, whenever I was in high school, people were like, "Oh, I want to be in medicine, or I want to be in law.
I remember
want to
talking
do
about
this,
that.
this,
Yeah.
and that." The exact way, and I was just there, like,
Background noise just like
you know, I don't know what to do.
I also learned how to like eliminate that entirely. So you know,
it was just-
the quality of these episodes have definitely gotten a lot higher.
That's
Like,
yeah,
I
that's
don't
true.
know what I'm doing. I don't know.
I still
where
don't know what I'm
going.
doing.
Like, yeah, like don't feel that pressure. To
Yeah,
just,
bro, don't
you
feel
know,
that pressure.
Have your life
Yeah,
already
well,
decided.
that picture.
Because I would just make up excuses as to not do it. Or yeah, I
The
would make up
S's and,
excuses
pop,
for
and the
not doing it.
P's pop.
I can't
Right.
talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Colin.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
It's like- have you seen those videos of like, I could say the alphabet in 1 second. don't believe me. Slow it down or something like that.
Yeah.
It's the stupidest fucking thing. I hate it, bro.
Yeah,
It's
no.
so annoying.
Right.
Would this be like
They keep looking in the
cocky
window.
if I was just like people look up to me? Sometimes people like, for example,
No, that was
I
me,
just
right?
go over, like my whole
think that was me
schedule and
too.
everything, and then they're just like, "Damn, how are you still getting A's?"
Damn.
Like, I don't know. I know how to manage my time well.
Damn.
And let me just tell you, like, it's
No, he
not easy.
doesn't.
Like I said,
Little
I
do
stayed
you
up till
know.
4 a.m. last night.
Yeah, exactly. That's
so-
not managing your
Yeah,
time well.
I mean, there's a lot of sacrifices you have to make. Also, I got a couple of questions about seafood.
What?
Seafood.
yeah, like how's the seafood in Maine?
So we had the whole lobster bake, which was pretty cool. But
I got steak this year. That
I
should
tried
tell you enough.
lobster.
Yeah.
And I was all like,
I got steak too.
it's a whole process. I had to like open the thing.
Like, I feel like people hyped it up too much.
That's true.
So much.
You know?
He had some
Like,
good
they're
takes.
like,
He had
oh
some
my
good
God,
takes.
lobster. It's like the best thing ever. Yeah. And then you sit down with your lobster you open it up, which is like a hassle, and then you take like a small chunk of meat and you eat it, and you're just like,
this is personal for me,
Yeah, someone else had asked, when can I be a co-host? Which is very bold. Ooh. You know who it is, right? Who asked that question?
That was
I
Lexi.
do.
Oh
I
my
do.
God.
That was actually me, by the way.
That person will be fit. Not gonna lie.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Shots
Because it
fired.
takes a lot to be a co-host.
That's right. That's right.
You really have to
Yeah.
like click with your host.
That's right.
I mean, I think I do kind of click with them.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
But, yeah,
I don't fucking know.
The biggest thing
A year later, have not spoken to them in so long.
is schedule conflicts and I don't know, just kind of like contributing to the whole process of uploading an episode. Like
That's
my
fair.
previous co-host, not to call him out, but like he wouldn't do anything. Like, he just showed up.
Not to call him out, but
Yeah.
he wouldn't do anything.
Don't worry, I do plenty.
Like upload his audio
Whenever I can and want
I'm
to.
here, you know.
We don't remember last week when he forgot to do the thumbnails.
I forgot to
Mario
do
never
last
showed
week's
up.
thumbnail. I'm sorry.
Never pulled up.
I'll wrap it up. But Miguel,
Oh,
awesome to have you. Glad you showed up.
those are the highlights.
We're gonna have a
Damn,
chat
bro,
with
we gotta do
Mario.
better, bro.
Do better,
bro.
Like,
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna.
hello?
Yeah.
Better like, or we're gonna. That's what it sounded like. Better like this video, or we're gonna kiss you.
Yeah, on the mouth.
Oh no.
Anyways.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say more of that.
Oh,
but
man.
I can't believe I found the highlights.
And
That's
to think, like, if we, you know, once we get to our senior year, we're gonna be listening to like this episode. It will be like, damn.
oh, he was bitching about that computer science project. I'm still
Yeah.
doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That's crazy.
Thank you guys so much for listening to the show. Apparently, there's people that want to kick us out of the room, even though I
Even though
booked
we
this
booked the
place
room.
till
Yeah.
9:30. Thank you guys so much for listening. This is a way longer episode than I expected it to be.
I know.
We went through sports, then we talked about the Game Awards. We talked about some controversies. We
watched a bunch of what's his name?
the Kawhi Leonard clips. We watched 2 game winners, and then
He's like, and the one that got me was the fucking HEB commercial. He's like, "This is Snowball."
it's just crumpled up paper. Yeah, man. I mean, thank you guys so much for an awesome 2022.
Yeah.
We'll catch you guys in late January of next year because I'm not going to be recording over the break. I'm taking a break.
I'm taking a break too. I need a break.
And yeah, I just want to say, Miguel has been an awesome co-host since his inception when like August,
Yeah.
September-ish. It's been fun, and he's here to stay. So if you guys don't like him, sorry.
Yeah. If you don't like me, leave a comment down below, and we'll make some administrative decisions to determine whether or not I should continue to be in the show or not. All right. Yeah.
Alrighty then. Well then we'll end the season with 2-hour episodes to end the season.
Yeah. So you can listen to them
Over
through
break.
the break. Yep.
Yeah. Alrighty then. That's all I have to say. Miguel, do you have any shout outs?
Yeah. Shout out to women athletes who don't get recognized as much as male athletes. And they definitely deserve that recognition. So shout out to them. But yeah. Anyways, that's all I have. You better like the video or we're gonna
kiss you. I don't know what we were doing there. All right. We'll see you guys next year. Have a good break. Have a good holidays. Have a good New Year.
Happy New Year.
And
yeah.
Holy
see you next year.
Bye.
Goodbye.
All right.
What the
So
fuck?
then
What
I'll
the fuck?
see you later. Thanks for coming on the show. And of course,
shit.
you're welcome
Okay.
to come back.
Oh, it's still going?
So yeah, I guess I'd click space.
All right.
Okay. All right. Now we're done.
Now we're done. Bye.
Bye.
Did you actually stop it?
No. Okay. Now I'm done. All right, bye.